What's up everyone, Ryan here, and I'm back with another EA Sports PGA Tour Career Mode Series video, and today it is time for round number 2 of the BMW Championship, the second week of the FedEx Cup playoffs here at Wilmington Country Club. And Ryan Gamer got off to a slow start in round number 1, was able to battle to a 4 under par, putting him tied for 11th place going into round number 2. Now, second place is only 3 strokes away at 7 under par, while the leader is 6 strokes ahead on the field. My goal today is to get to 7 under or better. That would be 3 strokes better than the last round. And we left a lot out there on the greens. And I know these pin locations are tough. I know these greens are tough. But I still think we can do about 3 strokes better, or maybe even more than that, if we clean up the putting stroke a little bit more. So I need all of your all's hype. I need all the one times and positive encouraging comments, just like always. Let's have a huge round number 2 and then set ourselves up with a weekend chance to win the BMW Championship. We're coming off a win in the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Why not battle back for a win here at Wilmington Country Club? Let's go ahead and dive on in. You all are legends. I just want to say thank you to you all for all the support here on the channel. It means so much. All the likes, the positivity, the great encouraging comments, and the funny comments as well. You all always give me a good laugh, whether it's here in the Ryan Gamer EA Sports PGA Tour series or across all the sports that Ryan Gamer plays. It's the same athlete across all the sports. 6-sport athlete at the same time right now. So a busy athlete, but I love reading your all's comments and engagement. I have a blast with these career mode videos, so thank you for being a part of it. But it is time. Round number 2, let's have a big one, everybody. And look at the conditions. We got a gift here in round number 2. 1 to 2 miles per hour wind. That's another thing in the first round. The wind made it really tough. This is the most scoreable round we have had in a long time. We better capitalize on this, so let's go ahead and dive on in.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the northern tip of Delaware and Wilmington Country Club, live second-round coverage of the BMW Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. The former Cal Bear, Brandon Hagee, is the leader. He sits at 10 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer hoping to make a move here, 6 shots off the pace.
Oh, we're going to make a move, all right. Get your one-times ready. Don't be afraid to one-time every shot. So Jerry's big strategy for Ryan going into this round was just play your game. He told Ryan to tighten up his putting stroke a little bit, be a little bit more precise, and he really had Ryan work on his putt weight yesterday over and over and over again, hitting putts in ladder drills, just hitting different putts from different distances, just trying to hone in his distance control, because that was a big problem in round number 1. Here we go. Ryan wearing his signature round number 2 gear, the Augusta National shirt that he got from the Masters.
And that will
set the Masters polo.
So an early test here at the first.
Yeah, normally you'd rather the early test come a little later on in the round, but you know he should have a better than average chance to go for the green from here.
I mean, Ryan was born in the rough, raised in the sand, so we know we can play from the sand here. 96 yards. 94 yards down the hill, slight tailwind. There's no wind basically at all, so I'm gonna say that the lie is not gonna affect it very much. We're gonna get the 91% out of it. We're gonna attack this. This is not a great bunker lie. Usually we have better lies than this, but here we go. Okay, so that 1 to 2 miles per hour wind.
Hindsight's 20/20. Would have been great to avoid that bunker off the tee, because we see evidence of what happens. A long bunker shot. Well,
so we definitely got the 91% of the lie. Overswing, or I guess it was a fast, but that wind must have picked up on that one, because I was not expecting that. Now this looks like it's breaking a little bit right to left. Gonna do full loft here. You can chip this in. Ryan, his chipping has been great these past few weeks. That shot off to the right.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank.
Ball was above the feet though, right?
It was so good.
How did that, the swing plane was great. How did that ball shoot off that much? You live and you learn. That's a first hole par, and we will take that.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll remain at 4 under.
Got to play better than that. I can tell you all right now that that's not going to cut it on this golf course. Okay, 188 yards. Slight down the hill. The wind does look like it's gusting a little bit. You see how that it keeps shifting angles, so it's probably above 1 to 2 miles per hour. Gonna hit a drive shot, and I'm actually gonna go. It's a front pin location. I'm gonna go drive 8-iron, full loft. Just go to put this on the green. Need a good shot dispersion here. If it goes left, you're in trouble. It went right.
This could be a good one.
Right at it. Let's go.
Yeah, very good shot. Taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming.
That was calculated to
Only
perfection.
About 5 feet for birdie.
We got a good shot dispersion, which is great. It was a great golf swing. Calculated the wind. The wind was gusting a little bit there, and it showed. A little bit of loft, a little bit overpowered. Send it down the hill. Give yourself a chance to get birdie on a tough par 3. Now, it looks to me to be straight in. There might be a slight right to left break. I don't see much movement here. Yeah, it does look like more right to left at the end. Barely. That's why it's so important to look at both directions.
It's a birdie here at the second.
Let's go.
And after yesterday's 67, quickly to 1 under for his round
Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers, everybody. Come on. Look at all the fans watching Ryan. And hey, Ryan broke a record for number of fans hitting the season, but it hasn't caused him to lose any fans, believe it or not. They're just as fired up as his first round. I mean, if I'm fans, I'm going to be running out of the way right now, seeing Ryan take this path. Pins on the roll we get. Hold. That's tough. Yeah, I probably should have faded it, but
bad lie.
You all have seen me hit fade shots. It's not good. Okay, 262 yards. We're in a pretty solid lie, 78 to 86%. We'll probably fly this up to that fairway, give ourselves a spinner shot. No need to get too fancy here. There's really not much we can do here. Give ourselves, Ryan Gamers, A+ shot, which is the spinner shot.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank. Got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
It is pretty straightforward. Now, the uphill lie on spinner shots can be tricky, and you don't want it to spin back too much. I mean, we can kind of get a look that we're hitting into an upslope, so this could spin back too much. Have to be a little bit careful with this wind. So what I'm going to do, though, I'm going to actually de-loft this slightly. Go to land it a little bit short. Kind of one hop and roll it up. Just perfect. I love that shot. It's my favorite shot in the game.
2 good shots on this par 5. Leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
You have great control. You know, you can do a slight de-loft to get that one hop stopped. You can do full backspin if you kind of want it to hit and barely bounce or spin back. You got a lot of control on that spinner shot when you get it all the way leveled. Let's go.
Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament.
Hey, let's keep this up. Whatever you all are doing out there, don't change a thing, YouTube. Whatever you're doing, if you are saying one times, keep saying them. If you're not, you're not. You know, just keep doing what you're doing. You're performing today, YouTube. Let's go. Get me fired up. Good shot dispersion there. That thing was ripped.
That one a little straighter than the first 2 drives of the round. This going to be safely in the fairway here at 4.
74 yards striking distance. This is the shot Ryan Gamer really struggled with in round number 1. Shot that we dominated last week on. So what I'm going to do is slight loft. We can attack it. There's not a lot of winds. I'm going to aim right at the hole because of the uphill lie. Maybe a little bit less because we tend to overpower it. And we underswung. Are you kidding me? When do I ever underswing? That's painful. Ah. Alright. Chip this in. We can chip this in. Could do the Texas wedge, actually. Ryan Gamer and Jerry had some long conversations leading up to this tournament, and especially last night over dinner. And the question was, chipping's been great, but do we abandon the Texas wedge? And you all know Jerry taught Ryan Gamer the Texas wedge. That's Ryan Gamer's one of his most kind of his high percentage shot, I guess you'd call it. Most made shots, but it's Jerry's favorite shot, so he's kind of biased towards that. And do we do the chip shot because it's been hotter lately, or do we listen to the caddy? I think Ryan Gamer is going to put the putter in the bag on this shot and go with the hot club. The hot club lately has been the chip shot, and we're going to make this. Yeah, it came off to the left. Shot dispersion was slightly left. Still a good shot.
Frank. What do you think?
Jerry's not going to be pleased.
It was so good.
Frank, I can tell you right now, Jerry's not going to be pleased. He's going to be having a long conversation with Ryan to the next tee.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4.
Basically, Jerry's
And
rule.
remain at 6 under
If
par.
you're going to chip it, you better make it. If not, he's going to give you that long stare. Imagine how brave those fans are, standing right there when Ryan Gamer's on the tee. We went way too short on this last time. Ryan was given the green light by the caddy. Let's send it. Went way too short on this last time we played this hole. I was afraid of the water, and I don't know why.
And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway.
Beautiful.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay the third.
What do we got, Nota?
159 yards left to the hole. Pin sitting back right.
You know, as crazy as this sounds, this game could be tough with no wind. Or I do the same thing for me in PGA 2K23. Like, you're so used to playing the wind, when you don't have it, just so used to playing it, right? So sometimes I struggle more in lower winds. Hasn't been the case today, but here we go. I'm gonna do finesse 8-iron, slight loft. These fans are silent here. The wind is gusting a bit. It could be more than 1 and 2. That's a beautiful swing. That's just perfect.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable.
Yeah, the wind definitely moved that. It also could have been the shot dispersion, right? So it can land anywhere in that zone. Ball is below the feet. Steady down the hill. This is not the putt you want to have. These downhill putts can be very tricky. I'm going to take a look from the other side here. Oh, it's below the... It looks right to left, though. Ah, this is tough. It's interesting. It kind of looks like to me like it's sitting in kind of a funnel or a valley. Like the right side looks high and the left side looks high. Like in between the ball, if you like drew a line right down the middle, I don't see a lot of break here. I'm going to trust the instincts of saying right to left. Yes!
Pace.
Come on.
Perfect there. Down the slope. It's in for a birdie.
Double
And that'll move
breaker.
him to 7 under par.
I guess Jerry must have put the magnet on the ball on that one. That thing just somehow caught the edge and went in there. Wow. The best change they made in this game was fixing the cup physics. You know, if you watch these past, when did they fix it? Like these past 5 tournaments, before that, maybe 6 tournaments ago, that changed everything. And that's the way the cup physics should have been when the game launched. Because although they're never going to be perfect, right? This is by far, like if you watch these past 6 and then go back and watch the rest, some of you that have watched this whole series, you know. But it's a world of difference. We were playing some golf today. What a putt. Good read. Big
No issues
response.
here. That is into the fairway.
After a slow round 1, especially with the putter. Jerry's practice
Just
last
under
night with
80
Ryan
yards to
Gamer
go
has
now
paid
as he'll
off.
Decide how to flight his second.
I think many of you were worried. Ryan Gamer had a big weekend of sports. He hit for the cycle in MLB The Show 23. The first time I've ever done that in any baseball video game. Ryan Gamer in the series finale of MLB The Show 23 hit for the cycle. You would not want to miss that. It is epic. And then also played great hockey in NHL 24 and then in Madden 24. I don't want to give anything away if you missed it. The playoff matchup, you're going to want to watch the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. But plenty of great content to watch on the channel here for Ryan Gamer. He's a busy athlete, and many of you were worried about his performance out of the excitement from the weekend and also him being sore from WWE. It's not affecting his golf game whatsoever. You'll love to see it. I'm going to do de-lofted shot here. It's quite a bit up the hill. So actually, I'm going to do loft and land it behind the hole. Spin it back. Didn't it? I misread the uphill lie or the uphill elevation. Needed a bit more out
All
of
right,
that.
that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole.
Now, full
We welcome
de-loft
in
there would have
Iona
worked.
Steven. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritize that line.
So, I mean, ball is above the feet, steady up the slope. This is a huge right to left break, especially at the beginning. It'll be consistent right to left the entire way. When I look at this from the other side, I don't think it's going to break very much. I think like 3 cup links to the right, maybe a little bit more. You can make this. A bit more break than I expected.
No,
Good speed though.
Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there.
Yeah, that thing just, it broke a mile. All right, we'll take it.
Safely in for par here at the 6th.
Never going to
And he'll
complain about a
remain
par.
3 shots off the pace.
We are only 3 strokes off the leader. The leader is not teed off yet, but setting ourselves in great position. Let's just keep it up, though. 218. Downhill quite a bit. I'm looking at a 7-iron here with this wind. The wind is gusting. It's more than 1 to 2 miles per hour. We saw that on recent holes. I'm going to go 7-iron, full loft. Look at that tempo. Perfection. I'll take it.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie.
Yeah, good news is we do have an uphill putt. Ball is sitting above the feet. It's steady right to left. It might come, but it does come back at the end, left to right. It's right to left and then left to right. It's a very tough one to read. It seems like for the first 5 feet, it's right to left. And then it turns hard at the first 10 feet. And then last 25 or so, it breaks the opposite way. Might be more like half and half. I think it's gonna break more as it slows down. So I'm actually gonna play this as basically outside left edge. It's gonna be tough to get the speed right. can send this in. Oh, here, Kelsey. Hey, girl. Sounds like she's having a bad dream. She's right behind my chair. Kelsey, wait. Oh no, is she having a bad dream that we're gonna miss this putt? Y'all might not be able to hear her on the mic. Sometimes when she's sleeping, she'll just have that. You can tell she's dreaming. This one's for you, Kelsey. Okay, misread that one. Well. Right to left most of the way. You live and you learn, right? To me, it looks like left to right. Let's not take this for granted. Let's take a look from both sides. I'm not making that mistake. I did that enough. Okay, this does change things. This looks straight in.
Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left.
Well, at least we found out that shot dedications don't work in EA PGA Tour either. They definitely don't work in PGA 2K23, but I dedicate to the designers in my course showcase videos. But Kelsey gets the first dedicated shot at EA PGA Tour, and it's a bogey. Well, now we know to not dedicate shots to the dog.
Good stuff.
I did not see that much break, though. We just saw the ball roll.
He's going to fall to 3 shots
up that hill. It did not move like that. I don't know. I don't think I ever would have played that much break. You live and you learn. Bogey's going to happen. You don't want to move on. It's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how you move forward, how you respond after making those mistakes. Come on, Ryan. Plenty of golf left. It's a marathon,
right side.
not a sprint.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine.
Come on, we got this. We're going to bogey on this course. It's going to happen. Sitting 2 under on the day, 8th place in the tournament. Plenty of golf left. So the wind is up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is a little backspin on the 7-iron. Send this. It's up the hill. Send it like 176. Land it a bit short. And roll it in. Can't hit it much better than that.
This could be good.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad. Just a little past the hole.
He has a 12-footer here.
There's a lot of break here. I mean, look at the feet position relative to the ball. This thing's breaking heavy right to left. It is uphill a little bit. It's right to left the entire way. Gotta make this, Ryan. Come on. One time.
Just a touch firm there. That'll be about 3-4 feet coming back.
So close. That's a disappointing one. It's a good read. Just needed to be a bit more outside. This one's breaking a lot too. I mean, look at this break. These greens are tough.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is.
Hey, we got this. We got this. We're playing good golf. We just got to capitalize. Got to capitalize more. Let's reset here. We need a birdie here. We need a birdie here bad. Should we hit a power drive? I don't think so. I don't think power drive is the way. We don't. Shot dispersion went right. Hit a bounce left. It's perfect.
It's 180 yards now to the flagstick.
It shows how, like, I barely have played this course. I've been playing this game since launch. I've probably played this course a few other times. I just completed the chapter 1 exploration on this course, right? Like, I barely have played this course. It shows I did not really have the course knowledge here at Wilmington. Gonna go full loft. Send it. The wind's not going to affect it that much. I don't know what I'm thinking. That's right at it. That is perfection.
Just stellar iron play there. Game becomes easy when you're putting for birdie from that close.
Tempo and swing playing is awesome today. Way better than round number 1. Now look at this though. We're 5 feet away and ball is sitting 2.7 degrees above the feet. This is a bender from right to left. Probably 2 cup lengths outside. Or probably 1. It was 2. These greens are... these might be the hardest ones we face. Oh my... Gotta make this. We saw it break. We know how it's gonna break up the slope. Not gonna break very much.
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par.
Wilmington is a big jump from TPC Southwind. It is a big difference between these 2 courses. And then you go to East Lake next week. This is just as tough as East Lake. It really is. Like, this is so tough. These greens, you have, no matter how close you are to it, you may have a 2-foot break.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Kane cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
Those are the hardest putts though to me. Those short ones with that much break, it's so hard to read, and you have to hit them with confidence, right? And that leaves you at the tough comeback putt. So I'm going to go full de-lofted 50-degree wedge. Maybe not full, but a little bit of de-loft. I don't want this to spin back too much, but I want this to kind of hit right at the hole and then stop.
I like the looks of this
That's
one.
perfect.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Decent sized green. It's not bad. Just a little past the hole.
These greens are so tough to read. Like, it looks relatively flat, but it also kind of looks left to right and then right to left. Very, very tricky greens here at Wilmington. It's definitely right to left from this side. I mean, the right side of the screen, you look at the left side, or our left right now. Ryan Gamer's right, but that left side is way higher than the right side, like where the cup is. And then the right side is, it kind of looks like it's in a valley, like a little a mini half pipe. Again, that's the second time today. It's got to be right to left though. This is very similar to that putt we had earlier. It's going to be left to right, then right to left. Yes, called it.
That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. It's a birdie at number 10.
That's why I love this game on True
He will
Sim.
definitely not say no to that.
The battle of reading the greens, looking at the slopes, really you can see, like in this game, I feel like I can really see the lighting, and I can really kind of see those subtle differences in the slopes here on True Sim, which makes it really fun. But it also is not, you're not always right? We're wrong a lot, right? That's golf. What I love about it. But what a putt that was. It's so satisfying when you can pull those out. Now, this is one where Jerry said, or I and pull out the 6 hybrid. So if you all don't like it, well, talk to Jerry about it. It's gonna be an interesting conversation. You know, Jerry, he may be a little angry at you if you approach him.
This
Well,
is
if you
position
disagree
A
with
right
him,
in
I
the
guess.
fairway and 180 yards to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8 iron here, full loft. It's downhill quite a bit. We have a little bit of a tailwind, but the wind has died down probably to 1 mile an hour recently. That's perfect. I mean, with this wind, we should birdie out. But with how tough these greens are,
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one.
With how tough these greens are, proximity to hole is not, I mean, it's good, but you're still left with the tough putt. This is an 8-footer with the ball sitting a mile below the feet. It kind of flattens out a little bit. Actually, it looks left to right and then right to left at the end, but mostly left to right. This is a tough putt. I'm going to play this as a lot of break because they've been breaking a lot. I'm not missing this low side.
Oh, missed it right. Just didn't.
Just
have
kidding.
The right line.
It did come back a little bit at the end, or it didn't really come back, but it stopped breaking. I just misread it. Misread the beginning and middle. That was a good putt, though. Wow, these greens are insane.
So that brushed in for par here at 11.
Are we at East
And he'll
Lake?
stay at 7 under.
This Ryan's other nemesis? Your BMW Championship and the Tour Championship? In the most narrow fairway out there. Kind of a blind tee shot, too. Not kind of, it is. Definitely not power drive. Look at that overswing. Like a 5% overswing. Oh, no. Those fans are brave.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
They don't mind to take a hit from Ryan Gamer, especially if it's like hitting them in a foot. Because if it hits them in a foot, they get a free dinner with Ryan and Jerry. So, you know, that's kind of a win-win for the fans here. Nobody has jumped out in front of a ball yet, but we'll see if that happens later on in Ryan's career. Fans start diving in the middle of the fairway. The fans would be like, I'm just trying to get a free dinner. What about you?
On this par 5.
Oh my. Okay, here we go. 95 yards. Gotta dial this one in. Slight backspin, because we do have a slight tailwind. Not a lot, though. Gonna attack this. Ryan, what was that? You don't see Ryan Gamers hit a swing like that too often. Underswing and a slow at the same time. Water in play. Looked like one of his swings in the PGA 2K23 career, where he sometimes has a magnet to the water. You can chip this in. Oh, too firm. Good line. Hit it a bit too firm.
Just 5 feet left.
Ball's above the feet. It's not breaking much. I don't know. It might be breaking a little more than you think. It is Wilmington. And it was.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll stay right where
So we're
he
sitting
is.
3 under par through the first 12. We're fourth place. Plenty of golf left. We've got this. Let's regroup a little bit. I do think we can have a big hole out here. Let's regroup. Let's get some birdie. Call in the birdie train, everybody. Whoever called in the birdie train this round, thank you. But also, let's call in the birdie train starting on hole 13 through the rest of the round. So I'm going to go finesse 8-iron, a little bit of loft. There's not much wind at all. One time. Proximity to hole has been great.
Okay, center of the green. Good shot.
Proximity to hole was not great in round 1, but we've really responded here in the second round. But greens are playing very difficult. Ball is above the feet. It does look like a steady right to left here. Yeah, it's definitely right to left. tricky little putt down the hill, though. Tricky little putt. One time. Good try, but these greens are fast. They're breaking more than you expect. Love the battle, though. Love the battle that this course gives you, right? This is a battle, a big change from last week. This is what you want to see in the playoffs. Looks right to left slightly.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain right.
I mean, we're
where
in
he
fourth
is.
place. It seems like everybody's kind of struggling a little bit, and I can see how. It doesn't matter if there's low winds or not. This course plays extremely tough. 623 yards. What carries that bunker? 310. I'm going power drive because, I mean, it's a tiny fairway anyways. If we get lucky, we get lucky, right? It's kind of my mindset on this. And look at that drive.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
When the fans see Ryan Gamer talking about a power drive, like when they hear Jerry having that conversation, the fans yell back there. You know, somehow the mic doesn't pick up on the broadcast. The fans yelling down like, hey, guard, watch out, power drive's coming. The fans fear the power drive from Ryan Gamer. We have to send this on the green, right? 225 to the front. A 6 hybrid in hand. That's the play. Just put this on the green, give herself a chance. Nothing fancy. We just won a putt. That's it. That is perfect. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? I want to win.
Had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Now this is tricky. Way up the hill. It's definitely left to right. There might be a little bit of right to left in the middle there, but not enough to really worry about. The difficult part about this, although there's a lot difficult about it, but one of the most difficult is that speed. That's going to be the tricky part. He's got to carry the hill. That's a great line.
That was never going to climb that hill. And
Just
he has
a
left
little
himself
bit.
a tester coming up.
A little bit off.
Moving to his right.
That was in. That was the line. That was a perfect read. You just got to hit it a bit firmer up the hill. Okay, ball's sitting well below the feet. Another tough short putt. This is a 6-footer with probably 2 to 3 cup lengths of break. And I'm going to get my normal read here, my first read. And then I'm going to add more to it because I've been under reading.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie.
Barely
And
clipped
with it,
in.
He's going to move to within 3 of the lead.
Clipped in right on the edge. Oh, that was nerve-wracking. That was nerve-wracking, YouTube. That is huge, though. Wow. That's a birdie that we really needed. 8 under par, sitting in 3rd place. Look at all these fans here, ready to see an ace from Ryan the Punisher Gamer. Got the nickname the Punisher in the WWE world in WWE 2K22, but has kept that nickname across most of the sports. He's definitely the Punisher in NHL 24, that's for sure. Now the question is, how risky do we get? And I think we don't get really risky. Be a little careful. Be not that careful. That thing shot off to the right. Off the shot dispersion. Well, not a bad place to play
That
from.
one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Let's pick this one close. Too much. Got a flyer lie out of that sand. Overhit it too, which didn't help.
That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by.
Come on, Ryan. And the water's in the way, so we can't take a look at the reed behind Ryan. Let's take a look. The other side. Yeah, right to left. Most of the way, there's not a lot of movement on this break. This putt. It's so tough not being able to see it from both sides, though. One time.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple.
Just broke a little bit too much at the end. That's a painful bogey after a great birdie. That is 2 bogeys this round. This course is extremely tough. These greens.
Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under.
The goal was to get to 7 under this round, and I don't think that can happen, but what we can do is birdie out and get to 10 under par. Wow, this course plays so tough. I like the fight, though. This course, these greens are some of the toughest we played this season. Evian Resort is by far the hardest. Because those greens don't make any sense.
This one gonna settle into the bunker off the tee. So a poor result on the tee shot. Now he'll
Terrible
dig in
lie
with his
from
second
this
to the par
sand,
4.
too. Terrible lie. We've got to go up to the 54-degree wedge. Hit a little partial shot here. Put some loft so we can spin it.
Here we go.
That's really good.
Oh, that shot took some guile, nerves, confidence to hit it out of that fairway bunker. Inside 10 feet. That's as good as anyone on the PGA Tour.
It looks right to left at the very beginning, but then it looks left to right the rest of the way. These greens are some of the trickiest greens that we have played. No, it's definitely right to left now, it looks like from this side. This is so tough. One time, please go in, ball.
That a pure roll there.
Thank you
that is
for the
down
one
for a
times.
birdie here at 16.
Got the bogey
And that's
back
gonna move him
with the birdie.
to 8 under.
2 holes left here. Let's finish strong. Let's birdie out. This course is so tough. Get a good bounce. Got kind of lucky there. Really lucky, actually.
While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
A good break got him here. Now his second to the par 4.
Okay, we can dial this one in. We don't even have to change the club very much. Lob wedge, really no shot shaping. Maybe take a little bit off, add a little loft. That's it. Go right for it. We may make this. Not bad.
A little long as we can see and a little to the right, but it's still makeable if you hit a good one.
That's a little disappointing from there. Ball is sitting below the feet, 1.1 degrees. It's a steady left to right up the hill the entire way, or down the hill. Kind of looks like it works back the other way at the very end. I think too little too late at that point. It's going to be about a cup length outside. Maybe a little bit more. I even added more to my initial read like I said I was going to. But still, under read. That's been the story of this round. Under reading. We've been right there.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he's going to remain at 8 under.
We started the day 6 away from the leader. Right now we're 4 strokes off the lead. Sitting 5th place. We've gained 6 places. This course is extremely challenging. Gotta find the fairway. No, that went left. A big miss hit on the swing.
He was trying to draw that ball, but he overcooked it a bit, and that will wind up in the bunker.
Hey, good news is the tree's not in our way there to the left. So I think we can attack this. A 83-91% lie, uphill, a lot of elevation here. I'm gonna go 7-iron, full loft approach. It's the uphill that's gonna be difficult. You don't know the lie. 83% lie, we're way too short. 91, we may be too far. Depends on how much the wind is gusting at this point. That got off to the right. It could have been the lie
The
angle.
strike wasn't too bad, just a little off line. And now
It also,
greenside bunker coming up.
the shot dispersion is going to be wide in the sand. Ryan Gamer does not have the best recovery. Got to put this one close. These are the ones where you got to deliver. Not great.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe like to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world.
This has been Ryan's weakness his entire career is putts in the shadows. That's when the lighting is really tough. It looks dead straight though. One time, please be straight. Please be straight. Yes.
Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. So remember, no cut in any of these final 2 weeks, but all these golfers wanting desperately to play well this weekend and punch their ticket to East Lake and the Tour Championship next week.
Yeah, you said it so well, Rich. If you can't win, then you've got to seal that ticket. So whether it's a 10th, 15th, or 20th place, somehow guarantee a start at East Lake.
Yeah, Ryan Gamer has already guaranteed his start at East Lake, but those 2 bogeys really hurt us this week. That should have been a 6 under par. I set the goal at 7 under. Those 2 bogeys really hurt us, and so many close calls. Again, round number 1, round number 2 with a story of close calls. Now, putting in round 2, although it was better, still a lot of misreads, and these greens are extremely tough. You take a look at the leader. Brandon is dominating. 15 under, a 10 under in round 1, a 5 under in round 2. That's 3-stroke advantage on Will Zalatoris. Look at this. Patrick Cantlay, the world number 2 right now in this season. Ryan Gamer's big rival is 1 stroke ahead. Depending on what happens in round number 3, we could have another pairing between Ryan Gamer and Patrick Cantlay, world number 1 and world number 2. The rivalry could continue here at the BMW Championship, but Xander Schauffele is there too. So it depends on what happens with the playable pros there. But it is going to be a battle. Ryan Gamer moved from 11th place to tied for 4th place. That was huge. I said the goal was to move into the top 5, and we got it. And the goal was 7 under. If we would have shot that, we would have been right there in 3rd place. What a battle. It's going to be a great weekend. We need to have a huge moving day. On the moving day, we need to move. We need to score probably 6 under or better. That's going to be the goal. I believe we can do it. What was the best score? This is max AI difficulty. Shows how tough this course is. 6 under is the best, and that is so hard to get to. I feel like me getting to 4 under is still really good on those greens. We made a lot of good putts. Could we have been better? Yeah. We also could have been a lot worse. We made some big putts. We had some good lip-ins, and luck was on our side today. We had a lot of good lip-ins, really, and you love to see it. But thank you all for all the one-times, all the hype and positive, encouraging comments. Just like always, I will see you all in round number 3 as we start the weekend. We need to have a big round number 3. So to do that, I need all your all's positive, encouraging comments, just like always. I always love reading your all's comments across all of the Ryan Gamer Career Mode series. Some of you mentioned like stuff about what Ryan's done in the other sports, and in the golf videos or in the baseball videos, you mentioned the golf. It's always fun to see you all interpret like Ryan's performances this week. Like he might have struggled in baseball, but played good in golf. Now in this week, Ryan Gamer dominated in baseball last weekend, and we'll have a brand new series for MLB The Show 24. So make sure you watch that new series. It could be live depending on when you're watching this video. That new series is going to be awesome. I'm so pumped for that one. But I will see you all in round number 3 of week 2 of the FedEx Cup playoffs, where Ryan Gamer is looking to come back at Wilmington Country Club. Let's keep fighting. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.